Cannery Row by John Steinbeck. Cannery Row in Monterey, in California, is a poem, a stink, a grating noise, a quality of light, a tone, a habit, a nostalgia, a dream. Cannery Row is the gathered and scattered, tin and iron and rust and splintered wood, chipped pavement and weedy lots and junk heaps, sardine canneries of corrugated iron, honky-tonks, restaurants and whorehouses, and little crowded groceries, and laboratories and flop houses. Its inhabitants are, as the man once said, whores, pimps, gamblers, and sons of bitches, by which he meant everybody. Had the man looked through another peephole, he might have said, saints and angels and martyrs and holy men, and he would have meant the same thing. In the morning, when the sardine fleet has made a catch, the purseneers waddle heavily into the bay, blowing their whistles. The deep-laden boats pull in against the coast where the canneries dip their tails into the bay. The figure is advisedly chosen, for if the canneries dip their mouths into the bay, the canned sardines, which emerge from the other end, would be, metaphorically at least, even more horrifying. Then cannery whistles scream, and all over the town, men and women scramble into their clothes and come running down to the road to get to work. Then shining cars bring the upper class down, superintendents, accountants, owners who disappear into offices. Then from the town pour wops and Chinamen and Polacks, women and men in trousers and rubber coats and oilcloth aprons. They come running to clean and cut and pack and cook and can the fish. The whole street rumbles and groans and screams and rattles while the silver rivers of fish pour in out of the boats, and the boats rise higher and higher in the water until they are empty. The canneries rumble and rattle and squeak until the last fish is cleaned and cut and cooked and canned, and then the whistle screams again, and the dripping, smelly, tired wops and Chinamen and Polacks, men and women, struggle out and droop their ways up the hill into the town, and Cannery Row becomes itself again, quiet and magical. Its normal life returns. The bums who were tired in disgust under the black cypress tree come out to sit on the rusty pipes in the vacant lot. The girls from Dora's emerge for a bit of sun if there is any. Doc strolls from the Western Biological Laboratory and crosses the street to Lee Chong's grocery for 2 quarts of beer. Henri, the painter, noses like an Airedale through the junk in the grass-grown lot for some part or piece of wood or metal he needs for the boat he's building. Then the darkness edges in and the streetlight comes on in front of Dora's, the lamp which makes perpetual moonlight in Cannery Row. Callers arrive at Western Biological to see Doc, and he crosses the street to Lee Chong's for 5 quarts of beer. How can the poem and the stink and the grating noise, the quality of light, the tone, the habit, and the dream be set down alive? When you collect marine animals, there are certain flatworms so delicate that they are almost impossible to capture whole, for they break and tatter under the touch. You must let them ooze and crawl of their own will onto a knife blade, and then lift them gently into your bottle of seawater. And perhaps that might be the way to write this book, to open the page and to let the stories crawl in by themselves.